Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ways to Learn English. I'm Alex,
And I'm Maya.
and today we're talking about one of the most awkward social mysteries in the English-speaking world.
Only one?
Only one for today. We have to leave some suffering for future episodes.
That's fair.
Today's mystery is this. You start small talk, and then about 12 seconds later, the conversation dies in front of you.
Yes, that is exactly the problem.
You begin well. You say something normal. The other person answers. Everything looks promising. And then suddenly your brain says, "Wonderful, I have completed my task. Goodbye."
That is so real. And the worst part is when the silence feels longer than it really is.
Exactly. In reality, maybe it's 2 seconds. But emotionally, it feels like you have been standing there in silence since 2014.
And then you panic and say something strange.
Yes, that is how innocent conversations become weird little disasters.
So today we're not focusing on how to begin small talk.
Right. That was the last lesson. Today is about what happens after the beginning. How do you keep small talk going? How do you continue naturally? How do you avoid sounding like a robot, a detective, or a person forcing the conversation to stay alive with pure fear?
That last one is probably the most common.
Very common. And this is important because many English learners do know how to open a conversation now. They can say, "Hi, how's your day going?" Or "Busy day," or "This cafe is always full." That part is possible. But then the next step is harder.
Because the next step is less clear.
Exactly. There's no one magic sentence. You have to react, listen, choose what to ask next, and help the conversation move forward in a comfortable way.
So it becomes less about memorizing one line and more about building a chain.
Perfect. That is exactly today's idea.
A chain.
Yes. Small talk usually survives because of chains. Not huge, brilliant ideas. Not impressive vocabulary. Not performing like the most charming person in the building. Just simple chains.
That already makes me feel calmer because be charming is stressful, but build a small chain feels possible.
And much more realistic. So in this lesson, we're going to focus on four big things. How to react naturally, how to ask better second questions, how to ask better third questions, and how to keep momentum without turning the conversation into an interview.
Good. Because I think a lot of learners know how to ask questions, but they ask too many in a row.
Yes. And then the conversation stops feeling friendly and starts feeling like paperwork.
Exactly.
So let's begin with the first thing. The most important skill in keeping small talk alive is not asking another question immediately.
Really?
Really, the most important skill is reacting first.
That makes sense. Because if I ask question, answer, answer, it sounds too mechanical.
Yes, imagine this. How's your week going? Pretty busy. What do you do? I work in marketing. How long have you done that? About 3 years. Do you like it? Mostly, yes.
Yes, that does sound like an interview.
Exactly. The grammar is fine. The questions are normal. But the human feeling is missing.
So what should happen in the middle?
Reaction. Tiny reaction. That's what makes it feel alive.
Can you show me?
Of course. Let's take the same situation again, but this time with reactions. How's your week going? Pretty busy. Oh wow, one of those weeks? Yeah, exactly. What kind of work do you do? I work in marketing. Ah, nice. I feel like that can mean 10 different jobs. It really can, honestly. So what kind of marketing do you do?
Oh, that sounds much better.
Yes, because now it sounds like you heard the person. You are not just extracting information. You are joining the conversation.
That's a big difference. Extracting information versus joining the conversation.
Exactly. And that is one of the best mindset shifts for this lesson. You are not there to collect facts like an investigator. You are there to create comfort and rhythm.
So the reaction is not extra, it's part of the structure.
Yes, it is the glue.
What kinds of reactions are useful here?
Very simple ones. That's the good news. You do not need dramatic, clever reactions. Usually these are enough. Oh, really? Nice. Ah, got you. Yeah, I can imagine. That makes sense. Oh, wow. Fair enough. Honestly, same. One of those days? That sounds nice. That sounds tiring. No way. Yeah, I get that.
These are small, but they make the conversation breathe.
Exactly. That's a perfect way to say it. They make the conversation breathe.
And I think learners sometimes skip them because they feel too simple.
Yes. A lot of learners think, that can't be the answer. It's too small. But spoken English is full of small things. Natural conversation is not built only on important sentences. It's built on little reactions, little shifts, little signals that say, I'm listening. I understand. I'm with you.
Okay, but I want the real version here. What do people actually say most often?
Great question. In real life, people often react with things that are short and emotionally light. For example, oh, nice. Yeah, fair. Ah, okay. Got you. Wow, yeah, that's good. That's rough. I can imagine. Yeah, same.
So not too perfect.
Exactly. Not too polished. Natural speech is usually softer and less formal.
Can we compare textbook-sounding reactions with more natural ones?
Absolutely. Let's do that. If someone says, I've had a really busy week, too formal. That must have been very exhausting for you. More natural. Oh, wow, busy all week? Or, yeah, that sounds tiring. If someone says, I'm meeting some friends later, too formal. That sounds like a pleasant way to spend your evening. More natural. Oh, nice. Or, that sounds fun. If someone says, I just moved here a few months ago, too formal. That must be a significant adjustment. More natural. Oh, wow, still pretty new then. Or, ah, okay, so you're still settling in.
Yes, the second version sounds much more like a person.
Exactly. And that's what we want. Correct English is good. But comfortable English is better for small talk.
So after reaction comes the second question.
Right. Now let's talk about second questions. This is where many conversations either continue naturally or become strange.
No pressure.
No pressure at all. Only the fate of the conversation.
Wonderful.
Here's the key rule. Your second question should grow from what the person just said.
Not from a random list in my head.
Exactly. Not from a memorized script that ignores reality.
That makes sense. So if someone says, I just started a new job, I shouldn't suddenly say, do you have brothers and sisters?
Correct. That would be a powerful way to confuse them.
Good to know.
The best second question usually does one of three things. It asks for a small detail. It asks about feeling or opinion. Or it asks about the next obvious part of the story.
That's useful. Can you break those down?
Yes. Let's start with asking for a small detail. If someone says, I just started a new job, you could ask, what kind of work is it? Or, where are you working now? Or, how's it been so far?
So I'm staying close to the topic.
Exactly. Now let's do feeling or opinion. If someone says, I just started a new job, you could ask, are you enjoying it so far? Or, how are you finding it? Or, is it what you expected?
That feels more human than just collecting facts.
Yes, because people often enjoy talking about what something feels like, not just what it is.
And what about the next obvious part of the story?
That means following the natural direction of what they said. For example, if someone says, I just moved here last month, the next obvious part might be, oh wow, how are you liking it so far? Or, still getting used to the area? Or, what brought you here?
Okay, that's good, because sometimes I overthink it and try to create a very clever next question.
Yes, and that usually makes things harder. Most good small talk questions are not clever. They are simply well connected.
That is such a good rule.
Let's do a full example. Person A, Busy day? Person B, yeah, a little. I had meetings all morning. Now, week continuation. Oh, do you like music?
Terrifying.
Very unsettling. Stronger continuation. Oh, wow, nonstop meetings? Yeah, pretty much. That's exhausting. Are you done for the day now? Almost. Nice. At least you survived.
Yes, that sounds light and normal.
And notice something important. Not every line is a question.
Oh, that matters a lot.
It really does. If every line is a question, the pressure builds. If some lines are just reactions or comments, the conversation feels easier.
So it's not question, question, question. It's reaction, comment, question, reaction.
Exactly. That rhythm is much more natural.
Can we do examples for common small talk topics?
Yes, let's do 5 very common topics. Work, weekend plans, where someone is from, the place you are in, and something they mention casually.
Good, that feels practical.
Topic 1. Work. Person A. How's work been lately? Person B. Pretty busy, honestly. Natural continuation options. Oh, wow, one of those weeks? Yeah, exactly. Hopefully it calms down soon. Or, busy in a good way or a stressful way?
I like that one.
Yes, because it opens the door to either a positive or negative answer.
And it sounds more thoughtful than just why.
Exactly. Topic 2. Weekend plans. Person A. Any plans for the weekend? Person B. Nothing major. Probably just rest. Natural continuation options. Honestly, that sounds ideal. Or, nice. Quiet weekend then? Or, same here. It's been that kind of week.
That's a good point. Sometimes the best continuation is not another question. Sometimes it's shared feeling.
Absolutely. Shared feeling is powerful in small talk. It creates connection quickly. Topic 3. Where someone is from. Person A. Are you from around here? Person B. No, actually, I'm from Mexico. Natural continuation options. Oh, nice. How long have you been here? Or, ah, okay. Do you come here often? Or are you still getting to know the area? Or, oh, wow. So was moving here a big change?
I like that last one.
Yes, because it invites a personal answer without getting too personal. Topic 4. The place you are in. Person A. This cafe is always packed. Person B. It really is. Natural continuation options. Yeah, I think everyone had the same idea today. Or, do you come here often? Or, the coffee is worth it though.
That's nice because it feels easy. No pressure, no deep topic.
Exactly. Small talk often works best when the topic is light enough to carry comfortably. Topic 5. Something they mention casually. Person A. Sorry, I'm a little tired today. Person B. Long day?
That is such a simple but useful one.
Very useful. Or if they say, I've been trying to find a new apartment. You can say, oh wow, how's that going? And then maybe, that sounds stressful. Or, have you found anything decent yet?
So the skill is really about noticing the little door in what they say.
Exactly. That's beautiful, Maya. Notice the little door. Every answer usually gives you a door. Your job is to walk through the door they opened, not force a different one.
That is probably one of the clearest ways to explain it.
Good. Because once you think like that, small talk becomes much easier. You stop thinking, what should I say next in English? And start thinking, what door did they just open?
And then I choose one simple next step.
Exactly.
Okay, but what about third questions? Because second questions feel manageable. Third questions are where I start feeling dangerous.
Dangerous is the correct word. This is where conversations either become warm or become an accidental interview hosted by panic.
Yes.
So let's talk about third questions. A third question should usually go deeper only a little, not dramatically.
That matters.
A lot. Because small talk is not an interrogation room. You do not need to dig too fast.
So what makes a good third question?
A good third question usually does one of these things. It follows a detail they already seemed comfortable sharing, it invites a simple opinion, or it gives them room to expand if they want to.
If they want to. That feels important.
Yes, because in small talk, you should not trap people. You should offer space, not pressure.
Can you give an example?
Of course. Person A, any plans for the weekend? Person B, yeah, I'm going hiking with some friends. Second question, oh nice, where are you going? Third question options, have you been there before? Or, is it a difficult hike? Or, that sounds fun. Do you go hiking often?
Those all feel natural, but they don't feel too intense.
Exactly. Now compare that to a bad third question. Person B, yeah, I'm going hiking with some friends. Bad third question, why do you think hiking has become such an important part of your identity?
Absolutely not.
Know too much. Far too much for casual conversation near a coffee machine.
So the third question should still respect the size of the conversation.
Perfect. Respect the size of the conversation. That is excellent.
Thank you.
Let's do another. Person A, I just started learning Italian. Second question, oh nice, what made you start? Third question, how's it going so far? Or, are you enjoying it? Or, did you want to learn it for travel, work, or just for fun?
That last one is especially good because it gives options.
Yes. And that's another useful trick. Sometimes option questions are easier. Instead of asking something very open like, why? You can ask, was that for work, travel, or just interest?
That helps the other person answer more easily.
Exactly. And easier answers help conversations keep moving.
Can we talk about one problem I think learners have here?
Please.
Sometimes people ask a second question and a third question too fast, without reacting in the middle.
Yes, that's a very common issue. Let's show it. Too fast. You just moved here? Yeah, last month. Where from? Chicago. Do you like it? Yeah, so far. What do you do? I'm a teacher.
Yes, that feels rushed.
Exactly. Now let's slow it down. You just moved here?
Yeah, last month.
Oh, wow. Still very new then.
Yeah, definitely.
Where did you move from?
Chicago.
Nice. Big change?
Pretty big, yeah.
I can imagine. How are you liking it so far?
That is so much better.
Because now it has rhythm. The reactions create little resting points.
So reactions are not just friendly,
Mm-hmm.
they also control the speed.
Exactly right. They control the speed and reduce pressure.
That's actually huge.
It is huge. A lot of natural conversation is really about pace.
Right.
Not just grammar, not just vocabulary. Pace.
Okay, I want to try something practical. Can I give you an answer and you show me 3 ways to continue?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
I'm actually heading to a friend's birthday later.
Great. 3 natural continuations. Option 1, reaction plus easy question. Oh, nice. Big party or something more relaxed?
Okay.
Option 2, shared feeling plus question. That sounds fun. Do you know most of the people there?
Mm-hmm.
Option 3, like comment plus follow-up. Ah, nice. Birthday events can go in any direction. Is this friend someone you've known a long time?
Those are good. They all feel slightly different.
Yes. And that matters too. There isn't one perfect continuation.
Right.
There are usually several good ones.
That should help learners relax.
Exactly. You do not need the perfect line. You just need a natural next step.
Okay, another one. I've been trying to improve my sleep lately.
Good one. Option 1. Oh, really? Has it been difficult?
Mm-hmm.
Option 2. Yeah, that can be hard. Are you trying anything specific?
Okay.
Option 3. Honestly, same. Are you the kind of person who can't fall asleep? Or the kind who wakes up too early?
That last one sounds very real.
Yes, because it sounds like a real person thinking in the moment.
And it gives the other person something easy to answer.
Exactly.
Can we talk about the danger of sounding too serious? Because sometimes people keep small talk going, but the mood gets too heavy too fast.
Yes, that's important. Keeping small talk going does not mean dragging it into emotional darkness after 30 seconds.
Exactly.
Small talk usually works best when the emotional weight stays light or medium light. You can be real. You can be honest.
Right?
But you don't need to turn every casual conversation into a documentary about your inner struggles.
That is a very useful reminder.
For everyone, honestly.
So if someone says, I'm tired, I don't need to say, tell me everything that has broken your spirit this week.
Please do not.
Good.
A better response would be, long day? Or, yeah, same here. Or, one of those weeks.
So we stay close to the emotion, but not too deep.
Exactly. This is one reason small talk is called small talk. It does not mean meaningless. It means light enough to carry.
Light enough to carry. That's really good.
Thank you. I had one useful thought today, and that was it.
Excellent. We'll protect it.
Now I want to show one more thing before we pause today. I want to show the difference between a weak small talk chain and a strong one.
Good. Comparison helps a lot.
Let's imagine two people in a cafe. Weak version. Hey, how's your day going?
Pretty good. A little busy.
What do you do?
I work in design.
Do you like it?
Yes.
How long have you done that?
About 4 years. Yes, that's not wrong, but it feels dry.
Exactly. Now let's do the stronger version. Hey, how's your day going?
Pretty good. A little busy.
Yeah? One of those non-stop days?
Kind of, yeah.
Ah, I know that feeling. What kind of work do you do?
I work in design.
Oh, nice. What kind of design?
Mostly branding.
That's cool. So you're the person making things look much more organized than real life ever is.
Exactly. That's basically the job.
That actually sounds fun. Have you been doing that long?
About 4 years.
Nice. Long enough to know what you're doing, not so long that you're completely tired of it.
That is a much more alive conversation.
Yes. And again, notice the structure. Reaction. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Reaction. Small joke or comment. Question. Reaction.
It moves like a real conversation, not a checklist.
Exactly. So before we stop for today, let's summarize the biggest ideas from part 1.
First, if you want to keep small talk going, do not rush to the next question every time.
Yes. React first.
Second, build from the little door the other person just opened.
Exactly. Stay connected to what they said.
Third, second questions should usually ask for a small detail, a feeling, an opinion, or the next obvious part of the story.
Perfect.
Fourth, third questions should go only a little deeper, not suddenly become too intense.
Yes. Respect the size of the conversation.
And fifth, not every line should be a question. Comments and reactions make the conversation feel human.
Exactly right.
I think that last one especially is going to help people a lot.
I think so too. Because once you stop trying to carry the whole conversation with questions alone, everything starts to feel easier.
And more natural.
Exactly.
I like this topic because it makes small talk feel less mysterious.
Exactly. A lot of people think good small talk is some kind of magic.
Yeah,
Like confident people are just born knowing exactly what to say every second.
but that's not really true.
No. A lot of it is much simpler than that. It's noticing what the other person said, reacting like a real person, and taking one small next step.
And that already feels more possible.
Yes. Because if you think small talk is about being brilliant, that's exhausting. But if you think of it as building a small chain, it becomes much more manageable.
And much less scary.
Exactly.
So today, if you remember one thing, maybe it should be this. You do not need the perfect next sentence. You just need a natural one.
That's a great way to put it.
React first, follow the little door the other person opened, and don't turn the conversation into an interview.
Yes, that alone will already make your small talk sound warmer and more natural.
And in the next part, we'll go deeper into what to do when your mind goes blank, how to move from one small topic to another, and how to keep the conversation going without sounding repetitive or forced.
Because sometimes the hardest part is not starting the conversation. It's keeping it alive after the first few lines.
Very true.
See you in the next episode, and feel free to listen to our earlier episodes too.